A very good Tuesday morning to everyone out there. Landon back in the driver's seat with you, bringing you your latest weather and night forecast, courtesy of On Target. Kind of sandwiched between weather makers today, folks. We got an upper level low that is pulling off to the east. We got another upper level low that's trying to originate and form out of the west. It's going to be diving down here out of the north and west as we work throughout the day. It's going to result in light, scattered, spattered rain showers that we're currently seeing out there this morning. They're going to be lingering throughout the day. Not going to be nearly as wet as yesterday, but those rain chances will still be present across the Wobbles community and beyond. Looks like we'll be holding off until the overnight and throughout our Wednesday for heavy rainfall to arrive here at times. We could be receiving on the magnitude of 1 to 3 inches of additional rainfall on top of that. Let's get a view at a damp and dreary early start to our Tuesday. D93 Skycam showcasing the low-hanging stratus clouds, the light rain showers. Folks, we can't even see the water tower there atop Hospital Hill. Visibility is low. Please be aware of that on your early morning commute. A little bit better illustration here. We're looking at our WRUS cam down in Russellville across 431. Look at that low-hanging stratus deck, folks. Just very ominous. We don't have any storms or lightning out there to deal with this morning. This low-hanging ragged cloud cover, along with these scattered light mist and light showers out there, not making for great conditions whatsoever. That is a fact. Let's jump over here and let's take a gander at what those current conditions are looking like. We got temperatures holding right around the mid-50s. Similar to yesterday, folks, they're not really going to be mudging that much. We're going to be climbing a few degrees. A few of us might touch the 60-degree mark as we work into this afternoon. Low-hanging cloud cover along with some breezy winds at times, not going to allow for much diurnal change in these temperatures whatsoever. So we can talk about what's unfolding, and first and foremost, in order to break down our weather setup, we have to take a look at the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. This upper level low that brought all the rain yesterday is breaking down out here early this morning, and it is shifting east of the region. As it does so, it's going to open up the door for us to kind of be sandwiched between this upper low that's giving out and getting picked back up over here. And then we have this trough that is ejecting out of the north and west, and the momentum from this trough digging is going to generate another separate upper level low that's going to develop as we work throughout the day. You can see the trough ejecting, tracking down to the south and east. By sunrise on Wednesday, folks, this is how our setup is going to look. We got this upper level low that is pinwheeling here, counterclockwise flow. It's going to be bringing colder air on the west side of it, warmer air on the east side with more moisture being drawn up out of the Gulf. This is going to provide the needed ingredients for widespread, moderate to at times heavy rainfall, beginning as early as tonight and continuing throughout the entirety of our Wednesday. Now that we see what's going on in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, we will mirror that with what's going on at the surface. The first upper level low is pushed down off to the east, and folks, as this trough digs down here in the mid and upper levels, that's going to displace the surface low a little bit further east than where the upper level low is going to be located. Here we are getting into the overnight and then rolling into the pre-dawn hours of our Wednesday. The widespread rain showers will begin to take over. All this moisture is being drawn up here out of the Gulf and out of the deep south. Moderate to heavy rain at times, as you can see here. Sunrise on Wednesday, lunchtime, mid-afternoon, early evening, pre-dawn hours of Thursday, and it is still not out of here. We continue throughout our Thursday time frame. The bulk of the heaviest rain looks to shift east of the region, but wraparound moisture on the backside of this low is going to keep light, scattered, annoying rain showers, I think, around for at least a portion of the day on Thursday before this finally pulls east of the region. Now for our silver lining. For all the witches and goblins out there planning on trick-or-treating Friday, we do have encouraging signs, albeit it being on the cold side. So here we are working into the very early morning hours of Friday on Halloween, and then we roll into lunchtime, and we roll through the afternoon and evening during peak trick-or-treating time, and all is calm and dry across the region. Right now we are forecasting partly to mostly sunny skies throughout our Halloween, But again, folks, it is going to be on the chilly side, so you might want a jacket or even a coat out there at times. Looks like temperatures will be falling down into the 40s during roughly peak trick-or-treating time, so that should be the only sensible impact, just being on the cold side. Luckily, it will be dry out there, right? We'll give you a close term, a little bit of a short-term model guidance here. Again, folks, throughout today, the rain showers aren't going to be nearly as widespread as yesterday, but they will be present. They're going to remain widely scattered in nature, low-hanging stratus clouds. It's not going to be a pretty day whatsoever. And then we get into the overnight. Widespread rain showers take over from our south and west, continuing all the way through our Wednesday. During the daylight hours of our Wednesday is whenever the heaviest band of rain is expected to set up right across our community and beyond, continuing throughout the afternoon, continuing into Wednesday evening, and then finally we see the deeper moisture pulling away during the very early pre-dawn hours of our Thursday. Those scattered hit-miss rain chances will still be lingering throughout our Thursday, but we will be much drier. That is the good news. Now on the temperature side of things, we're going to work throughout today as promised. You're not going to see too much diurnal change in our temperatures. Only going to be climbing 3, maybe 4 or 5 degrees. We're at 55 right now. We'll be topping out for highs right around the 58 to 60 degree range. Here we are working throughout the overnight, and take note, temperatures reading right around the lower to mid 50s on Wednesday morning. Not really going to change. We're going to be trapped right between the low and mid 50s for highs throughout our Wednesday with all that rain and those gusty winds. Going to stay on the chilly side, and then temperatures are continuing to fall Wednesday night into Thursday morning with some breakup in the cloud cover out there. Looks like it could be a chilly one on Thursday as well. Indeed. All right, want to jump over here and give you the latest regarding our view of what we're going to be getting in regards to rain chances and total rainfall amounts. Folks, we've received anywhere from roughly 3/4 of an inch to an inch here over the past 48 hours. We're looking at an additional 1 to 3 inches of rainfall that will be possible, giving the exact evolution of this weather maker, all right? So 1 to 3 inches of additional rainfall that will begin tonight and go all the way through the Thursday time frame. We certainly can't forget about this monster. Category 5 Hurricane Melissa continues to ravage the Caribbean. We currently have got it moving up into Jamaica, bringing absolutely devastating impacts. They've got all kinds of evacuation orders of getting away from the shorelines. Already got many reports of power outages and damage around that vicinity. But needless to say, folks, this thing is an absolute monster and an absolute beast. So one can understand why so many of the evacuations and things have been put out there, right? By popular request, many of you all wanted to see this beast, so we've gone ahead and brought it up here on radar for you earlier this morning, or excuse me, satellite. Look at that buzzsaw. It doesn't get much more textbook than that, folks, whenever we talk about tropical cyclones. Spare some thoughts and some prayers for the folks down, not just Jamaica. This thing is going to pinwheel northward after impacting Jamaica. Looks to ravage the east side of Cuba as well before it continues on a northeastward track out into the Atlantic. Jumping back over here and looking at our guidance in terms of what we are anticipating over the next 6 days. We have got scattered light rain showers that'll stick around today. Highs holding right around the mid and upper 50s for the most part. I think our icon there is overdoing it by a few degrees, if I do say so myself. Widespread moderate to heavy rain overnight into our Wednesday with highs trapped between the low and mid 50s. Mid 50s again on Thursday with those lingering rain showers. Keep your fingers crossed. The silver lining, looks like the only dry day of the week will be Halloween. Highs rising up to near 60 degrees, but folks, right around sunset and peak trick-or-treating time, those temperatures are going to drop like a tank, so we'll be down to the 40s for some of us whenever we're out there collecting that candy. An uptick in cloud cover returns on Saturday with another upper level low trying to work in here. Scattered rain chances take back over Saturday night, continuing into our Sunday time frame as well. Friends, it's going to wrap up your Tuesday morning weather and not forecast brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other out there. Stay dry. Have a blessed